will come to my channel. Subscribe to Daily Craft.
君の中にある赤と青き線それらが結ばれる
Watch, learn and listen to the story of Arrogant Farmer and the Lazy Seed. Once upon a time, in an enchanting countryside and picturesque farmland, a fascinating story started. A farmer who was like a failure person in the eyes of his family and his friends. He decided to plant seeds one more time. After failing a bunch of times, he was fighting his destiny to succeed, even if it's for once. He started planting the only seeds left to him, hoping to have a huge profit. The spring has come, the time of planting, for farmers to show their abilities and make the earth alive and green. All farmers with their families start planting their seeds. The bad luck farmer, while he was planting, saw a barren and dried seed that was looking already dead. First, the farmer wanted to throw that seed away, and saying, "I don't want any more bad luck this time. It's the last thing I have got." But for a moment, he changed his mind and said, "This little poor seed may not be miserable like me. If I have the chance to move, why not this seed?" He took the seed and planted in a dry and far away from sun and his other seeds, saying that if this seed is a bad luck to me, I will plant it a bit far from the others. And if this seed is not a bad luck, it can raise and shine even in a less watered and hard field. That day, he finished his work with hopes and happiness, went home. Every day, he was visiting and watering his land. Day by day, his plants were growing faster than other farmers. He looked pretty happy and joyful. As his plants were growing faster, he was becoming an arrogant and ignorant person. His walking and talking completely changed, like he was not on earth anymore. One day, he came to visit his farm, and a dry and barren place caught his attention. He looked to that place and didn't see any movement. Suddenly, with a frowned forehead, he said, "I knew that this seed was going to bring me bad luck. Planting it far from other plants was a great decision." The poor seed heard his words and became full of grief and sadness. His words were not enough. All the other seeds started mocking the barren seed. They were yelling and shouting at, and saying, "You dried and lazy seed. When you want to grow, when you want to come out from the shell you are hiding in, do you even have the ability to show yourself like us? Come see our huge leaves, our height and our beauty. We are going to make the farmer proud of wealth and fame. You will die there, you can't move. Why you are not yet?" The plants were cruelly judging the seed. The seed was alive and could hear everything, but completely remained silent and didn't reply. Instead, someone else answered their behavior. It was the middle of the day, a hot and burning day. Suddenly, the day turned into a dark and horrible day. The sky filled with wrath and fury, ready to destroy the arrogant and unthankful people and plants. Its dark clouds were filled with heavy rains. The rain started in just a few hours. That a large green field changed to a horrible ruin. When the rain stopped, all farmers went out to check their fields. Everyone was sad and worried about what happened. When they arrived at their fields, they saw something good and worse. All the fields were looking normal except the bad luck farmers. The farmer stood in shock and despair, witnessing the annihilation of his life work. Every trace of his hopes and dreams was destroyed. The once thriving landscape now lay in ruins, a heartbreaking testament to the devastating power of nature's wrath. He left the field with a heart broken, and he was crying like a baby. The whole night, he didn't sleep, and night changed to day. The farmer stepped out onto his land to check whether there was anything useful left or not. He didn't see anything alive. He cleaned his land from the ruins of the storm with his family and friends. He was empty-handed. No seeds to plant again, no money to buy seeds. The cultivation time had also ended. He was checking his farm often and coming back disappointed. One night, his son came home looking very happy. He called his father and said that he saw something weird on the farm. You need to see it yourself. As the farmer didn't check the farm for about a week, he went to see what's happening. He saw something miraculous. One seed was growing like 10 stems and trunks of a plant. He was shocked because his land was completely barren and dried. When he looked at that place, he thought deeply and remembered the barren and dried seed that he didn't even want to plant. He felt ashamed and regretted his actions. Yet he didn't seem happy. He left the land whispering, "One plant can't be the exchange of my all loss," as he felt regret for his actions. He didn't count on that seed again. That night, all of a sudden, the seed spread its roots to all the land and made the farm green and alive again. The next day, the farmer came to check his land again and meet his friends and spend some time with them. When he arrived on the field, he couldn't believe his eyes. Actually, no one could. The farmer's family and friends stood there in shock. And everyone was saying, "How is that possible? The land was barren and dried. How it's full of different plants. And its shine burning our eyes." Everyone stared at the bad luck. And they told him, "You must be a good person that Allah, God, gave you such a blessing." The farmer was speechless and crying out of happiness. At the end, Seed said, "You may look miserable and everyone will judge you very bad. But the person can make you strong as God. And believing yourself, having faith, hopes, plans, and having patience too for the result." Written by Halima Safi. The story is written officially by myself. I hope you got something from the video and the story. If you like, comment, and share. It will give me energy to make better videos. Wait for the incredible result. Let's add all the pieces together. To make a luxury, strong tree house, I chose this type of stairs because it was easy and looked nice. It's almost done. I really enjoyed making it. What about you guys? Did you learn and enjoy? If still you are here, share some love. Wasn't it awesome? Thanks for watching.